Synyster Gates, also known as Synyster Gates. You could also call him Brian Elwin Hanner Jr., also known as the son of Brian Hanner Sr., which is Papa Gates. So this guy, Synyster Gates, is the lead guitarist of Avenged Sevenfold, a band that you may all know. Synyster Gates has been in Avenged Sevenfold for about most of its career. And let me tell you something. This guy has been rated the hottest male in a 2008 magazine. Like, why? You know what? Maybe I can understand. I think it's just it's definitely just all the makeup though. Like look at this guy. If you see him without makeup, let me just show you. See, come on. It's really the makeup just adds so much flavor to his eyes. That's exactly why he's listed as more attractive or sexiest male of 2008. I don't know. But let's not slander him too much because he is the actual guitar god. So this guy can sweep to save his life, man. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the beginning of Synyster Gates. You know, before he was in Avenged Sevenfold. So Synyster Gates, he was studying at Musicians Institute in L.A. for I guess jazz. Yeah, he was a jazz man, and around that time, he was in a band with TheRev called Pinkly Smooth. So this band is probably the best band ever. Very heavily influenced by Mr. Bungle, and I must say, Jimmy's voice on this Pinkly Smooth little project thing is wow. It is amazing. I definitely recommend checking it out. So this guy did Pinkly Smooth and Avenged Sevenfold at the same time. So I would say he had a lot on his plate because he was doing shows, but very early days, so it wasn't too serious. If you see some of the recordings of Synyster Gates, you see him just fucking up on stage and, always drunk all the time. This guy just had the time of his life. And if you didn't get the reference in the intro, Synyster Gay. Fuck. Sorry, I meant to say Gates. Gates. With the gay in it. So he came up with that name when he was drunk with TheRev, but once when he saw it on fine print, he's like, yeah, no way. No way I'm doing this. So speaking of gay, he married Michelle Di Benedetto, which is sisters with Valerie Di Benedetto, whose husband is M Shadows. So, and they're in the same band. So it's like they're brother-in-law. It's like, what are you doing, step bro? So Synyster Gates has many influences, and one of those is gypsy jazz. You can hear a lot of this in like City of Evil and basically in the rest of the records too, but not as much as City of Evil, I would say. He definitely, like, when it comes to style, he's got a lot of that gypsy in him. And also very interested in Mr. Bungle, which I've mentioned before. Mr. Bungle is a crazy, just unorthodox way of composing music, I would say. But yeah, I would say Synyster Gates is quite the man. He got me interested in sweep picking. Actually, that's not true. Dragon Force did, but anyways, he got me like totally interested in guitar, and I really fucking thank him for that. If you want to see him doing some gypsy jazz, I really recommend searching up this masterclass that he does. And this guy just goes off. And he also does a metal version of it, of like a masterclass. And holy shit, look at that guitar. Wow. Yeah, I would say Sin's guitars are very subjectively sexy. I think not everybody's gonna like them, but just look at this one. This one is around the City of Evil era, I'm pretty sure. And it's got the red and black. It just looks so sick. I personally haven't seen Sin playing the red striped one, but I mean, if you can find me a link, showing him playing that guitar, I would absolutely love that. Even the white one looks kind of cool too, but definitely not my favorite. And there's also, better guitars out there that just look cooler. But for Synyster Gates, I get it. That's his style, He can rock that. So anyways, when it comes to what Sin has done with Avenged Sevenfold, he's released about, looks like, 8 albums, from Sounding the Seventh Trumpet, Awaken the Fallen, City of Evil, self-titled, Nightmare, Hail to the King, The Stage, and also you can fit in Diamonds in the Rough between the self-titled one and Nightmare. So he's done quite a bit in those past, I would say 20, well, less than 20 years. And he's also featured on quite a bit of songs as well. And one to really note is the Good Charlotte one. What is it called? River or something? Yeah, The River. This song is great, man. Catchy chorus and everything, and features Sin guitar solo at the end. Super cool. He's doing this cool, like, wavy action with his hands, like he's like controlling the guitar with his goddamn mind. So yeah. Also, this guy needs to release his Pinkly Smooth remastered album. I've been waiting for that, man. Like, he's been saying for the past couple of years, he's like, oh yeah, I'll remaster it, I'll get to it. But like, when's it gonna happen, man? I want to see it. And I really hope he releases his new album soon with Avenged Sevenfold. I've been waiting for that. They keep talking about some strings or something that need to be recorded, but like, come on, just release it. I'm sorry I'm like that, but it just needs to happen. So in conclusion, Synyster Gates, I think we should all be listening to Synyster Gates, because he's always telling you to
Take the shot. Take the shot. Yummy.
Get this gun, dude.